I'm going to show you how an average home detailer installs a ceramic coating and answer the question, is it even worth all that time and expense? So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start washing the truck while I explain which coating I picked and why.
This truck is almost 10 years old and has 123,000 miles on it. I haven't detailed it in a few years, and I'm wondering, at this point, is it even worth putting on a ceramic coating? So first things first, how do you choose the best coating for you? I've watched dozens of videos comparing products and results, and as far as I can tell, there is no clear winner. I don't know a lot about gloss units or durometer readings, but my guess is any of these products, if installed properly, will provide some kind of lasting protection, though it probably won't last as long or hold up nearly as well as I would like. After wasting way too much time doing research, I chose AvalonKing Armor Shield IX for my truck. To be completely honest, I chose this one because it had good reviews and a lot of my favorite automotive YouTubers use it. The real deciding factor for me was Alex from Legit Street Cars, who always talks about how good this product is at restoring trim. This truck has a lot of black trim, and over the years, I've used pretty much every trim restorer on the market, and I'd really like to see how this works out. This is also a good place to point out the Legit Street Cars gigantic drying towel is actually as amazing as Alex says it is. I waited way too long to buy one of these. I also recommend blowing out all the spots that can hold water, since you don't want any water dripping out onto your fresh coating. Now that I've picked my coating and finished step 1, washing the truck, it's time to clay bar. Now is probably a good time to point out that the coating is not going to fix or polish your paint. Like a lot of things, your final result is only as good as your prep work. So put the time into making your paint look as good as possible before applying the coating. Since I use this truck for work and I have 3 kids, there are some fine scratches and swirls in the paint. I'm going to buff them out with a scratch and swirl remover, then polish with a finishing compound. This is the most time-consuming part of the whole process. If you don't have a buffer, I suggest you get one, but you can get decent results by hand if you've got the arm strength. After hours of prep, the paint is about as nice as I can get it, and it's almost time to install the coating. AvalonKing sends detailed instructions, and I'm going to follow them. The final step of the prep process is wiping the car down with an isopropyl alcohol solution to remove any waxes or oils that are on the paint. AvalonKing recommends a 15 to 25% alcohol to water ratio. That's 8 ounces of 70% alcohol to 8 ounces of distilled water, according to their website. And this is literally as easy as spraying it on and wiping it off.
And now we're finally ready to install the coating. One of the things I really like about this kit is AvalonKing gives you everything you need to install it. You get the applicator pad, these applicator cloths, they give you extras, which is cool, and then obviously the coating itself. The way you want to install this, you want to put enough coating to saturate the pad, and then you apply it side to side, up and down, crisscross, make sure the whole thing's covered, let it haze up, get that kind of oily film on it. It takes about a minute or two, and then buff it off. I'm going to do a test panel right here in this area, make sure it works, make sure we're happy with it, and then we'll do the rest of the truck.
I start by shaking up the coating and then saturating the applicator pad. Apply side to side, then up and down, making sure to completely cover the panel. I allow it to flash, which only takes about a minute in this 80-degree heat, then lightly buff off the excess before it hardens. It's hard to see on camera, but you can tell it's ready when it looks like an oily rainbow haze. And this is what it looks like when I'm all done. Now I'm ready to do the rest of the truck. As per the instructions, I'm working on one panel at a time and splitting the larger panels, like the hood, into multiple sections. The more you do, the better feel you get for the product. A couple tips I picked up along the way. Number 1, don't be afraid to really saturate the pad. The pad should glide easily with light pressure. If you start to feel some resistance, just add more coating. Number 2, make sure you let it flash completely. If it looks like you're spreading the coating instead of just buffing off the excess, then it hasn't flashed completely yet and needs a little more time. Number 3, use a flashlight or put the car outside in the natural light, every once in a while to check for spots you might have missed. I didn't have any problems with high spots or coating that I couldn't buff off, but I definitely missed a few little spots here and there where I didn't get all of the excess off, and using the natural light really helped find most of these areas, and then I was able to buff them off completely. And number 4, don't rush, take your time, and just work in small, manageable areas. As I got more comfortable, I started doing larger areas, then found myself rushing through it and getting a little sloppy. It's actually easier if you just take your time. Once I finished the paint, I did all of the black trim. This is definitely the most satisfying part of the entire process. It really does make the trim look like new, and I really hope this part lasts a while. My mirrors are a little stained and beat up, and while this didn't make them look brand new, they do look a heck of a lot better now. I also did the lights, the glass, and my powder-coated bumpers. I didn't realize how faded my bumpers were until I used this, and now they really do look brand new. I'm also really happy with how the glass turned out. I think this will really help in the rain and with cleaning the windows. And this is the final result. Now to answer the question, is it actually worth the time and expense to put a DIY ceramic coating on your older car or truck? My initial answer is yes, as long as you have reasonable expectations. It's kind of funny, the things I like best about this are how well it works on the trim, bumpers, and glass. I would actually buy this product just for those things, especially if you can get it on sale like I did, and then you might as well do the paint too since you already have the kit. This isn't really going to make your paint look any better than it does after a normal detail, but it does leave a really nice, freshly waxed feeling to the paint, and even if I can get half of the 2 to 3 years of protection they say you should get, I'd be happy with that for less than $100 and 2 hours of work. I do love how the paint looks and feels. I think as long as you understand that this is not going to fill in any imperfections or fix any scratches in your clear coat, it's simply going to put a protective barrier over what's already there, then a ceramic coating is totally worth it. I'll update the pinned comment every so often to let you know how it's holding up and if my opinion changes on any of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about ceramic coatings, and please consider subscribing. It would really help me to grow the channel.